So, this is actually my review of Scooby Doo and the Alien Invaders. I freaking. I want. Okay, I will say. I know the door is open, but I will say that this is actually Mary Kay Bergman's um, last role she was in because she unfortunately took her life before the movie came out in 1999, and it came out a year later in 2000, and it was actually dedicated to her. And I know, excuse me, and I know I missed out on this, but in my Zombie Island review, the movie, uh, like the movie Zombie Island, was actually dedicated to Scooby Doo's original voice actor Don Messick. I know I missed that, so I apologize. But and this is actually the third installment of the movie, um, of the quadrilogy. And just like Scooby Doo and the Witch's Ghost and the next movie, just like the movie before this one and the movie after this, did not get sequels. Zombie Island is the only one that got sequels, sadly. Um, I don't know why. It really surprises me that this movie never got these. The last movie, this movie, and the next movie did not get sequels. Zombie Island is the only one that got sequels, surprisingly. But I absolutely love the heck out of these movies, though. I love these movies. Are If you grew up around this time period, I'm pretty sure you have seen the movie. Uh, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have seen the movies up this point. um, so yeah. Yeah, I just love these movies, man. What can I say? Um, and actually, this is the only movie that Crystal and Amber were in. They were not brought they were not brought up. They were like okay, they were not brought up after the movie. They had no build up or foreshadowing to the from the previous Scooby Doo movies or cartoon shows. And even after this movie came out, they were never referenced again. They never were mentioned. Nobody like they were not mentioned again. And if you and yes, I'll no offense to this generation because I am friends with most of the people in this generation, but you don't know the real sadness about it. About certain characters leaving and never brought back. And yes, I am not ashamed to say that I cried when Crystal and Amber left, and I was upset that they were not brought back. Yes, I know. Don't judge me. Um, and this generation doesn't really know what sad is. If you grew up in the same generation I did, then you know that Crystal and Amber will never come back. They were never referenced. They were never foreshadowed. They were never brought. They were never. They were never built up, and I don't know. I don't get it. Like I don't get. I don't get the specific reasons why Scooby Doo is like this. Characters. They brought in a character that was never built up or foreshadowed, and they showed up for only one time, and then afterwards, after the episode or the movie, they never were referenced again. I don't know what's the deal. I don't know. And some of you are gonna say the same thing about Scooby Doo's family, which is understandable because I think the most out of Scooby Doo's like family members that actually did were actually around more with Scooby Dub. And then again, he was never mentioned again after he was never mentioned again. He was never you know. And I know some of you are gonna say the same thing. Oh, he was never foreshadowed, or what's I understand, and he had no build up, which is also understandable. But come on, yeah, it was yeah. So but yeah, in a nutshell, I love this movie. What do you think of this? What do you guys think of this movie? I love it. Pretty good. I love this. Guys, I love this franchise. I don't know how much more I can say. I love this franchise. Among other franchises I grew up with, so I love this. I just love it.